Okay, nice job honing in on your point of view. We are on page 46, and we're going to start looking at the lyrics outline. So now we're going to start diving back into lesson 1. Remember our song structures? So we have verse chorus, we have AABA, and we have AAA, right? Those are the 3 that we really focused on. You can choose other ones if you want to. You can make up your own song structure if you want to. But for now, those are the 3 that I'm going to focus on. So here's the thing. You have already done layout organization, right? Which we've called. That's been each lesson. You most recently did it on page 43. But we've done that as a part of the beginning exercises every single lesson. This outline that we're going to do kind of as a sample together is along the same lines as that, as the song structure, okay? So if what we've done has already worked for you, this is just going to give you more information on how to get there a little bit more clearly, how to push yourself a little bit harder to make your idea even more complete, okay? So I'm not going to read any of this, all right? But it talks about deciding between which structure, which structure you may want to use when you're writing your song and developing your outline. A lot of times your song is going to kind of reveal to you which structure it will fit in best with, right? So it kind of talks here a little bit about that. If you really want your main theme to be expanded, then probably a chorus is going to be the right thing for that. If your main theme is very short and succinct, then AABA or AAA might be best because it could just be the one line at the end of each A section in both of those structures. And then when deciding between AAA and AABA, you need to decide, do I have a big contrast section that would come in? Then you need the B section. If you don't, if it's just a story that goes verse, 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 but always has this one line at the end, then the AAA section will be best. So that's that in a nutshell. But go ahead, go back and reread that, read it, email me, or contact me if you have any questions, okay? Because again, I don't want to read through all this stuff. You can read that on your own. That would be too boring. So as with everything, no rules. There are no strict rules, which is kind of annoying, because if there were rules, maybe it'd be a little easier to be a songwriter. But what we're going to do is we're going to dive into phrase number 2 from those phrases we did on page 26. If I could change the world. So the best way to expand, remember we talked about this early on with the opening exercises, the best way to expand upon an idea is to ask yourself questions, as many questions as you can. So here is a list of some of the questions that I asked us, me, but us, about if I could change the world. What are some of these questions? Well, if I could change the world, what would I do? That's probably the most obvious one, right? Why would I want to? Who would I tell about it? Would it be now or in the future? How would I feel? What might other people say? What challenges might I face? Okay, so those are just some questions. Again, am I boring myself? I just bored myself, I think. I'm actually just really tired. Okay, plus it's a rainy, sleepy day outside. I'm sorry that I yawned. I apologize. I hope I didn't pass it to you through the screen. With that, our main idea now is this huge chunk of text down here, this huge paragraph. So go ahead, I'm gonna leave you to read that. Okay, so take your time, read through that, make notes. Maybe you have additional answers that you would use to answer those questions. All right, take a little time, read through the bottom of page 46. We'll circle back and meet on page 47.